It's pretty much like diverse.
Really diverse. Yeah, I can work with anybody. That's why you see.
So growing up, are you the oldest, the middle child?
I got like my mom's side, I'm the oldest. My dad's side, I'm the middle child. Like I got an older sister type shit. But I always kind of had sisters. I got 3 sisters type shit. But I always had those 3 sisters growing up. That's kind of, throughout elementary and middle school, they came along, my 2 little sisters. And they're like 3 and 5 years apart from me type shit. And my sister is like 3 years older than me. So, then, we were all kind of close in age. On my dad's side, we were mad close. We annoyed each other type shit. On my mom's side, like, I guess it was more like me and my sister were, we annoyed each other and shit, but we lived together. I lived with my mom. I was mama's boy up until, like, high school and shit. So, goddamn, I ain't go live with my dad until, like, high school type shit. So, I was around her more, so, we butt heads more. So that's really the only reason why I don't love her no less. I love all my sisters. But then my mom had 2 more babies. And I got like little jits running around right now. I got 2 little brothers. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted some little bros and shit. But yeah, no, I'm glad for I'm really appreciative of my family type shit. I got some siblings and shit, and of course my mom and my dad's there. We've been through it and shit on both sides, honestly. Through the flame, but I love them to death.
So all in all, you the oldest male. Like you like pretty much the man of the family and shit.
Yeah.
So like in high school, as you being a Caucasian male, growing up in a diverse, town, a city, how was it in high school?
It was more like, my friend group I was that dude that kind of bounced between friend groups and shit. I wasn't like how I am now. I'm just, whenever I like moved out, I guess, because I moved out more like 17 years old, so it was more like junior year. But up until then, I was like kind of hanging around everybody. I bounced in between groups. In the main group, it was all the groups are diverse. I'm mainly the only white person in the group half the time, but I would bounce in between like the mainly popular kids type shit, and then I would go with my boys, like my best friends, like my brothers type shit. Like I would always walk around with Kel and shit, or I would be there with Keaton, like K, that's my boy. But yeah, no, I had a, small little circle even back then, but whenever I was with the boys and shit, like I was with my other groups and shit, like I just kind of bounced in between, but we were all known type shit. But I was just one of them popular loners. So like, I ain't really cared too much, but I did want to be accepted type shit. And once I was like, oh yeah, I'm cool type shit, but I was a punk, bro.
So at first, everybody didn't accept you for you?
Nah, like, yeah, I dress different. I'm from a small town, and it's mainly like, it's a lot of farmland on that bitch. So you kind of expect, what the fuck they're wearing coming into school and shit. But, it's it's still like, it's mad like diverse, like I said. So you got people over here dressing that can actually dress type shit. Then there's some people that come in dressed preppy, a little too nice. And then you got bums, and then you got, athletes. It's just like, regular high school shit. But, it was a handful of people that came in kind of flying shit. Like, retros, we saw Yeezys come in, and that was like, whoa, what the fuck? You feel me? And then we started seeing a little bit more designer shit coming in, as in pieces, really not shoe wear, because it's a low-income county, you feel me? It's not really too many people at school having like that, unless it's like business owner daughters and pastor daughters and shit and kids and all that. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, it was fun. I fucked with high school. I was in trouble almost all of high school, but I fucked with high school.
What type of trouble was you getting into?
Fights. Whenever I was off, I was always smoking and shit. That was always a big problem. My mom still is. She's very religious and stuff. And like, you know, she's kind of a little closed-minded when it comes to that side. You feel me? I really was only smoking some weed, but I will say back then I had a Zen problem and shit. So that was kind of, you know, you can't really just be like, oh, the weed's cool whenever you popping pills and shit. So, you know, like, I feel like just her situation, whenever she's tight on you and shit, that was the main problem. You feel me? It was that and me getting in fights and shit, because I did get in a lot of fights and shit in school. At least like 3 or 4 within the first year and a half type shit. And then
so you was starting shit or was you finishing shit?
Half the time, no, never starting it. That's the thing. I get pulled in shit. I still get pulled in shit, but I like to be the bigger man now, because I fucking learned my lesson. I'm growing up a little faster than a lot of other people, but fucking yeah. Growing up, yeah, it was a little tough. I was a little toughy because my dad's kind of known in the city for, you know, banging type shit.
So you had to be that kid, yeah. Like growing up, like I'm him.
I looked up to bro. I'm like, damn, you know, he ain't taking shit from nobody.
So I can't do the same.
Man, some dude was in front of us on a motorcycle acting all dumb and shit, like wheelies and blah blah, which that's fine. Dad's not gonna give a fuck unless you get close to the car. Man got close to the truck and shit. My pops was so heated, like, you know, just cussing, blah blah, idiot, blah blah blah. He's like, I'm gonna follow this motherfucker, and he follows him and shit to the gas station. He pulls in, and he takes his helmet off and shit, and it's some like crackhead looking dude. And bro, like when I'm telling you, he was like, my dad put down the window and shit, and was like, you stopped driving like a fucking, you know, idiot. You about hit my truck and shit. He was like, you hit my truck, I would've hit you.
He old dummy.
Yeah, and then homeboy on the motorcycle down took the helmet off, and he was like, what's up? Come on, you can't. Come on, I mean, you initiated that right there. You got a hit, that's a hit. So, yeah, no, Pops got out the truck, bro. I'm talking about my stepmom right here, my little sister right here. I'm in the back. I'm just watching like, dang, like, bro just got out the car. Before I even know it, bro gets out the car, boom, and just two-pieced him, and bro had him on the ground and shit. And I got out, you know, I ran out the car, and I guess his family was there. They got out the car. I guess they were there. I didn't even know. He must have pulled up to his family at that gas station and met him or something. And I guess his mom got out or something like that, and maybe his sister or something. His mom got out and was over my dad, like running to my dad, like literally running, bro, over. I'm already out the truck. Doosh. She goes in a bush type deal. So it's like, it's already some big ruckus, because bro's really mad that I just pushed his mom in the fucking bush. And then he get up and get his helmet and he chips dad or whatever, but his dad's already beat brakes off him type shit. He broke his jaw and everything. Like, sheriff pulled up to the house, all that type shit. It was some mad crazy shit going on, bro.
That was a memorable moment with your dad.
That was a number one dad moment right there. That was what really toughened me up.
Kick ass, dad.
In a fucking gas station fight. I was like, bro.
Hell no, not a gas station
fight. In my life, I always heard of it, you know. I'd be like, I never would have told my dad, oh, you're bullshit. And I believe him because he's fucking strong. You know, you always, you know, rough it up with Pops and shit, but, you know, type shit, I remember that really got me with a tough mental, because I'm like, oh shit, if he about it, I gotta be about it, you feel me? And kind of after that point, I did get in a little bit more trouble. But it wasn't, that was before I moved out and shit. So whenever I got kicked out, but they wanted me to come back, and I ain't really, I'm already out on my own. I'm house hopping, struggling as fuck, but I was out on my own, 16. You 16, you want to be out on your own, no rules. So, you feel me? I kind of after that, got that tough mental, just that one little, just took that one little thing. I always knew my pops was about it and shit, but that kind of sprung it. I just kind of
let you know it was real.
Doing some fuck shit. And yeah, that's why I've just slowed down. You feel me? Definitely slowed down on the risk, because I love that lifestyle. That in general is an addiction in itself. So you got how to have that shit under control.